What if I told you the real secret to unlocking your dream body and life transformation is to sign up for a bodybuilding show while you're still completely out of shape? It sounds nuts, but using a competition as a hard deadline is a powerful tool you've probably never considered, and that's what I'm doing myself and why I think you should do that as well. And make sure to stick around for the whole video as I break down one of the biggest mistakes people make during this process. The vicious cycle is I'll start Monday. How many Mondays have come and gone? You know the drill. You buy the chicken, broccoli, you've got that surge of energy and your motivation lasts until about Wednesday afternoon. Then life does what it does. A crappy day at work turns into eating a whole pizza. You're too tired to hit the gym. Before you know it, it's Friday and you're telling yourself, it's fine, I'll just start fresh on Monday. Look, this isn't some deep personal failure. It's a failure of the system. The vague, fluffy goal of getting in shape has no teeth and it has no stakes. There's no real finish line. Procrastination becomes this enemy that we all share and convince ourselves that the generic advice, like eat less and move more, should be enough. But it isn't, because it lacks a powerful, non-negotiable reason to act now. You're fighting a daily battle against yourself with no compelling reason to win today. And that's the reason that the cycle repeats. Week after week, you're stuck in a loop of good intentions that leads absolutely nowhere. Now, for the part that sounds crazy, I want you to go to a bodybuilding federation's website and find a show that's about 6 to 9 months from now and sign up. Pay the registration fee, put it on the calendar in bright red marker, tell your friends, tell your family. Instantly, everything changes. Getting in shape is no longer a daydream. It's a real event with a real date and non-refundable entry fee. Psychologically, the game is completely different. A hard deadline creates urgency and forces you to get your priorities straight. It takes one of your wishes and forges it into a goal. Our brains are just wired to respond to this kind of pressure. The vague notion of sometime gives us permission to procrastinate forever. But a deadline forces you to work backward from a fixed point. It builds a structure where there was only chaos. The mission is no longer to try to do better. The mission is to be better and be ready by October whatever. So every meal, every workout, night of sleep has a purpose. You stop looking for motivation because the motivation finds you. Don't get me wrong, motivation does fade, but that's where discipline takes its place. Now, why am I saying all this? I weighed 288 pounds, the heaviest I've ever weighed. So I started working out back in October 2025 consistently. And sure, I gained a lot of strength and muscle, but it wasn't until February where I did my first challenge. I posted on social media that if I didn't lose 20 pounds by the end of this month, I would delete everything, my whole social media, absolutely everything. And guess what? I lost the 20 pounds because I had a crazy goal. After this goal, I went back to my normal routine, and guess what happened? I stayed the same weight. I went from 288 to 268 and stayed at 268 until July, when I entered the Jesse James West 90-day challenge, where the winner gets to be in a YouTube video with him. So I went hard again, lost another 10 pounds, and then that's when I decided to take it a step even further, and I hired a coach for bodybuilding show next year. I'm currently weighing in at 249.7. So what I'm really trying to get through is like this big goal has just been pushing me. And like when I didn't have a goal set in mind, I was just stagnant. I wouldn't lose weight, even though I was trying. Like I literally was trying, but then I'd have like a cheat meal on the weekend and it would just bump me right back up. Whereas like you have this crazy goal in mind and you know that you want to get there. It's just a whole different mindset and it just throws you forward. Now let's be brutally honest for a second. This is not easy. And to sell it as something simple, some sort of life hack, would be completely irresponsible of me. First, the cost. This is not a cheap hobby. We're talking coaching fees, gym memberships, show registration, travel, spray tanning, and the mountain of food you'll be eating. I'm literally eating 17 chicken breasts a week and about 4 to 6 pounds of extra lean ground beef. You need a budget for this, like a serious project. Second, the time. For several months, your competition prep will become a part-time job, I'm not even kidding. It demands meticulous planning for every meal and non-negotiable hours in the gym if you don't have a coach telling you what to do. Your social life might have to take a backseat for a while. And then third, the mental and emotional grind through this process can feel isolating. And let me be crystal clear, if you have a history of eating disorders, this is not a path for you. The intense focus on food and body image can be a serious trigger, and your mental health always needs to come first. I know for me personally, it does suck every now and then seeing your friends and family eat an amazing meal while you're stuck there with the same chicken for the 10th week in a row, but just keep the goal in mind at the end. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said to stick around for one of the biggest mistakes that people make. Well, this is it. The post-show rebound. After months of intense restriction, the floodgates open. And if you don't have a plan, the rapid reintroduction of calories can cause massive uncontrolled weight gain. That leaves you feeling worse than when you started. This is where a good coach is worth its weight in gold. They don't just get you to the show, they build a strategic plan for you after the show. This is often called a reverse diet period, and methodically adding calories back in to allow your metabolism to recover and guide you back to a healthy, sustainable physique you can maintain. Now you're probably thinking, me on a bodybuilding stage? I don't like that. Let's just kill that myth right now. You're not signing up for Mr. Olympia. You're not going to be a 250-pound mass monster. The world of amateur physique sports is incredibly diverse, and federations have created entry points specifically for people on a journey just like this. Many organizations have a true novice class, which is only for people who have never competed before. You'll be on stage with a bunch of first-timers who are just as nervous as you are. It's a level playing field for beginners. Even better for this strategy, some federations offer a transformation division. These categories are less about who has the biggest muscles and are more about celebrating the journey itself. This is the competition that I'm entering myself next year. They're designed to reward the process of changing your body and your life. You'll have to do a little research as rules and availability vary, but they are the perfect entry point. Goal isn't to walk on stage looking like a seasoned pro. It's to walk on stage as someone who set a huge goal and actually saw it through. Now, if you're not sold on the bodybuilding competition idea, that's completely okay. The real message of this video isn't that everyone needs to step on stage. It's that having accountability, deadlines, and a community can completely change your results. That's exactly why I'm building a school community. Inside, we'll have weekly Zoom calls, monthly challenges, prizes, and one big 90-day transformation challenge. I'm designing it to help people stay consistent and finally break out of the I'll start Monday cycle. The truth is, setting big goals has been one of the biggest reasons I've been able to lose weight, and I want to create this place where we can do that together. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, click the link in the description below. My goal is to build one of the biggest and best fitness communities on the internet, focused on accountability, support, and real sustainable results. So is signing up for a bodybuilding show when you're out of shape an insane idea? Yeah, maybe a little, but an insane goal is what it takes to get an insane result. It's a strategy designed to put a final definitive end to your procrastination. It's a system for manufacturing discipline, not just building muscle. It's a way to turn a vague wish for a better life into a concrete plan. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I push out another video. And I will see you guys next time.